Hello everybody, and welcome to the introduction, with me reading, me being Bourbon LP, which you should probably know. Anyways, random Chinese characters which I can't read. Ancient China, late 2nd century. The collapse of the Han dynasty has led to an era of dark despair and chaotic struggle. Cao Cao, an ambitious warlord, strives to end the chaos by reuniting all the lands of China. Yet Cao Cao is not the only ruler with such ambition. Liu Bei and Sun Quan soon merged to challenge Cao Cao's claim to the emperor's throne. This spiritual power struggle divides China into three kingdoms. Is there any ruler powerful enough to unify China and end this era of despair? And I said it. Three light become one, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 3, Dragon of Destiny is born. Let's go. It'd have been better if the loading screen had gone quicker. Yeah, this is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 3, Dragon of Destiny. It's a strategy game. It's rather old, which you can probably tell since I'm playing it. Yeah, it's just basically a strategy game set in the Three Kingdoms era. It's Romance of the Three Kingdoms is based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms, the book, which is based on the actual Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is history, I guess. And considering the writer came 1,100 years afterwards, I'm pretty sure that's not extremely accurate. Anyway, what you do is you take a ruler. Scenarios, there are 6, and I managed to make a DOS game lag. That was wonderful. 6 scenarios. Dongzhou's rivals unite. Chaotic era begins. Cao Cao's power expands. If you want to win the game quickly, play Cao Cao in that. Zhuge Liang plots strategy. Liu Bei builds Shu Kingdom, the kingdom of Shu in English. Three Kingdoms fight decay. We're going to be playing one of these two, I believe. I've pretty much memorised the map for Dongzhou's rivals unite, so let's go for the chaotic era begins for a look at where to begin from. So you pick how many players, because you can play this with more than one person. Okay, let's do a rundown of the rulers. Gongsun Zan. He doesn't really do much, he dies, and he's Liu Bei's butt buddy, but that's really it. Some people don't like him, some people do. I'm the kind of I like him. Besides, he has an awesome moustache and beard. How can you not like him? Then Yuan Xiao, he kills Gongsun Zan. Probably should have said spoiler warning there, but yeah, if you're watching this, spoilers everywhere. Yeah, I'd recommend the book if it's a bit tedious, but it can be quite funny. Yuan Xiao, he's okay. He's one of the main politicians in the first part of the book. Kong Rong, he's descended from Confucius, and naturally he's a scholar, and he didn't really do much, but he has an awesome name. Kong Rong. It's sort of like King Kong's like upbeat brother. Liu Yao, I don't really know him, but he looks a bit like a dick because he has unsmiley face. Sun Tse, he's... what's wrong with his jaw? But yeah, Sun Tse, he's part of a very influential family in southern China. He has the hereditary seal at the beginning of the game, and the hereditary seal, it gives you lots of good stuff, which is fun. But yeah, okay guy, he's not really featured much in the book. Wang Lang. It rhymes, so I like it, that's all I can say. Also, good headwear. Yuan Shu, he sort of looks like a lady. He's a bit of a dick. Yeah, he thought just by having the Imperial Sea he could proclaim himself emperor, but he couldn't, and that's why he died. Emperor of Schengen, etc., etc. Liu Biao, he was sort of in the book. Basically, his main motive was, I'm a nice person, yay! And he doesn't really do that much. He had good officers, but he didn't use them to any extent, really. Ma Teng, he's a power grabber, really. I like him, but he's a power grabber. He came into power after he defected to the Imperial side after starting a rebellion with another guy, and just left the other guy to die. Cao Cao, he's rather ultimately become King of Wei later in the book. He's a rather large dick, but he's powerful, so everyone likes him, and he has the most powerful place in the game to start with. So he's going to be our main adversary, no matter who he plays. Lu Bu, Dynasty Warriors fan, this is you, Boo. Lu. They played him up in Dynasty Warriors to be, oh my god, he's so powerful, which he sort of was, but you have to guess who between Dongzhu and Lu Bu who was sharing the brain cell, but yeah, he killed Dongzhu. He was Dongzhuo's adopted son, but they quarrelled over a woman, so Lu Bu stabbed him with a spear, because that's what you do to adopted fathers. Life lessons from me, Bob and LP. Zhang Lu, he was sort of nice. He has an awesome beard, but yeah, and he's one of the descendants of the Yellow Turban rebels, that was like the biggest rebellion in history ever, and so yeah, he's quite good. I like him. I like all these people who I like. Seriously, I'll go through them at the end. Li Zhu, always sneering, and also he's just like Dongzhuo's rubbish, so we don't care about him. Liu Bei, he's portrayed to be really nice, but you have to wonder. For example, he treated all his officers with like universal respect. For example, like one of his, well, no, that's not a very good example of how he's a nice person. But yeah, he chucks a baby. He literally throws a baby. Worst thing is, it's his baby, and his wife's just died. He just flung his and his dead wife's baby out of the way so he could hug a random man who worked for him. Nice, boss. Don't come out of his wife's womb. Liu Zhang, just generally useless. I think he can tell that I don't like him. He's just, I'm sad. Then Yan Baihu, I just remember his name. I don't even know anything about him, but he has a name and it's Yan Baihu, and I like that. Oh good. And then it's just you if you want to put yourself in. I might demonstrate that, might not. Anyway, Gongsun Zan, have no reason why I like him. Kong Rong, there's not really a reason why I like him. Wang Lang, not really a reason why I like him. I sort of like these two, even though he's a dick and he's just useless, but yeah, I don't know, I like imperfections. Ma Teng, he was a bit of a dick. I like him. Zhang Lu, I have absolutely no idea about. And there you go. comprehensive history of the Three Kingdoms with me, Bobbin. Now, who shall we play as? That's a good question. Let's try. Let's go for Yuan Shu. Now, historically, his reign crashed and burned as Emperor of Cheng, because he called himself Emperor of Cheng, when really, he was just a guy who liked power. Seriously, one of the most powerful things he'd ever done was that he killed some guy when he was acting as a guard. God. He's worse than Jaime Lannister, if anyone's ever watched the Game of Thrones series or read the books, so I'd recommend them immensely. I'd recommend the book of this, I'd recommend the games of this. If I didn't, I'd probably not be mentioning them, unless it was to moan about them. Although I do a lot of moaning. Anyway, game level, beginner, because I am a beginner. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how to play this game beyond what I know from playing Romance for Three Kingdoms 4, which was so much simpler than this, and I missed the fact that I actually understood what it meant, what all of this meant. While I view other cities' wars, we will not be doing that because we just don't have the time. Seriously, we'd have like 20 episodes just dedicated to watching Yuan Shao just attack someone again and again and again with tiny forces and then just dying again and again and again. Anyways, select game mode, historical, because Yuan Shu gets some nice stuff. Also, I've never really played with fictional. It's just like, why would you play a game without history if you're not going to have historical mode on? But anyway, I suppose if you had someone who was ahistorical in there, you can actually add that like I showed. But anyways, that's enough of me ranting at you for one episode. Thank you for watching. This was Bourbon LP, and next time I will be showing you how this menu works, and probably nothing else, because I'm a slow speaker. Did I save? Yes. I'm gonna save again just in case. Anyways, bye.